Pinpoint Weather 12 forecast.
Good morning and happy mid-April. We had some snow falling this morning and the reports continue to come in. So let's show you the recent numbers. We're just getting one in from Burrillville, 3 inches of snow. Have seen some pretty impressive pictures out in that part of the state. West Warwick around 2 inches, Cranston 2 inches, Smithfield 2.5, Coventry 3, Scituate around 2 inches. Now keep in mind, because we're getting later and later into spring, the snow that has fallen is fairly wet and heavy, and it's fairly easy for it to cling to branches and power lines. I did see a report of a tree down in Gloucester, Rhode Island, so it doesn't take a ton of snow to create a few problems with tree damage and power outages sometimes when you get into a situation like this. Fortunately, the snow will continue to change to rain. It's been pretty much all rain along the south coast this morning. You could see that on live Pinpoint Doppler 12. The snow does continue here from Providence and points north. You can see those. We look further to the west. We're going to start to lighten things up and eventually change it over to rain. In North Scituate, you can see a couple inches here on the ground. Also note, some of the snow weighing down those branches a little bit, with our Easton's beach camera in Newport showing plain old rain and gray skies. And we're sort of in between in Providence, where we have a little bit of rain and also some snowflakes continuing to fly. It came down a little bit harder earlier when I was driving through Providence this morning. I just checked outside our studio here in East Providence in the weather yard. It looks like about maybe half an inch on the car tops. Most of the parking lots are just wet. 32 is your temperature in Smithfield, 32 Chepachet. So if you do have to be out early, keep in mind there could be some slick spots on the side roads. Even a little accumulation is possible, although most of it will stick to the grass. 33 in Providence, 36 Newport, 37 is your temperature in Narragansett, 39 in Westerly. Breezes coming in out of the northeast at 8 miles an hour in Providence, 7 in Smithfield, 9 in Newport, and Block Island, a recent gust of around 14 miles an hour, actually 21 now for a recent gust on Block Island. That's pretty much it for strong wind gusts, which is a good thing. What we don't need is to have a really windy day in combination with some of those way down branches. So here comes the rain on the south side of the storm. You can see the cold side of the storm with the snow will continue to move away, but the transition may take another few hours if you're watching us from northern Rhode Island. So by the time we get to the afternoon, we're talking about high temperatures in the 40s with mostly cloudy skies. Keep meaning to change that graphic. Not too much sun out there today. We'll call it mostly cloudy with some showers in the 40s for Attleboro, Seekonk, and Fall River. So today is not your great outdoor day. I'll talk about the nicer day of the 2 weekend days in just a second. First, though, when we sum up everything, and most of this accumulation is already on the ground, we're talking around 2 to 4 inches for Woonsocket. I've already seen some 3.5 inch reports out in Burrillville, northern Bristol County also in that range. 1 to 2 Providence, Warwick, Cranston, and along the south coast, not much in the way of accumulation. Okay, here we go. Sunday much better. 59, mostly sunny skies. On Monday, low to mid 50s with some rain showers. So we kind of hang on to that cool and unsettled pattern for a good part of the week. But by the end of the week, we may be able to get those temperatures back to around 60 degrees. There will be a chance of some showers by next Friday, potentially spilling into next weekend. But when we're 7 days out, I would not buy into a rain out for next weekend or anything like that. It's just something that we're watching. You can always get an updated forecast on the WPRI 12 weather app. You can search for that on the App Store. That will be a great resource to have on your mobile device today.
Now, Eyewitness Sports with Maury Hirschgård.